Okay. Hey guys, Game Props and welcome to a video of me showing you guys what materials that I use for my cosplay. A friend of mine asked me last night what materials do I use because she wants to start cosplaying as well and she wants to know what the hell do I use. Because I told her I can tell you. She's like, why don't you just make a video about it? So you can show your subscribers and also show other people and me know your ways of doing it. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll do that. So right now we are gonna start with the materials that make cosplay out of. I'm only gonna do this in one take. So basically the stuff that I use for cosplay is I wanna get off because I'm gonna see my underwear. Come on. I need some guys over here. Here we go. I use these silly foam sheets, like I call them. They're called foamies. They come in the bigger size. That is by 12 by 18. It comes in a packet of 12, 2 of each color, and I use these ones. This comes in six foam sheets, and it's basically 9 by 12. Basically, the difference between one is bigger, so you can create bigger, you can draw larger templates, of course, right? And one of them is actually an adhesive. You guys have seen me use these. These are really, I prefer using these to make little details because you can just peel off the adhesive on one side. One side is not sticky, the other side is sticky, and you just put it on top of the foam, then you just put like super glue around the edges so it's gonna bond forever. So this is basically what I use. That's not the only type of foam that I use. The other type of foam, oh crap, where did I put it? 1 minute, because I don't want you guys seeing me underwear. It's really embarrassing for you guys. You guys already see me underwear. Alright, the other type of foam is this. The blue camping pad foam. This foam is a lot thicker. Of course, you can see it's flexible as well. This can be used for whatever materials you want. I asked them when I started building stuff out of foam if I can use this material, and they said yes, you can use it. Some guy made his Hulk Buster out of it, which is fucking insane. And you can make stuff like that. Yeah, that's my old Iron Man armor. I'm painting it again. So yeah, you can use that type of foam, or I'm sorry for the noise, this is early in the morning. You can use this type of foam to make cosplays. Like, the foam doesn't matter. And I'm gonna be showing you guys what type of foam not to get. So this video is gonna be all taken in one take. There's no cuts. You're just gonna see me guys in the morning how it operates. So let's see. Do not get this type of foam. I did a mistake of doing this last October, November, when I did my first tutorial that I got this type of foam. This type of foam does not work. This is a yoga mat foam. It's 3 millimeters, but as you can tell, it's super flimsy. The other foam is super flimsy, but it also can hold its shape. This cannot. You cannot super glue this. You cannot hot glue it. The glue will just come right off and rip it. And this thing is built on layers, so it's not good. Okay, so basically this is all the foam that I use. And if you're asking where the hell can I get materials like this, go to your local Walmart. I got a local Walmart right here nearby. It's like 5 blocks away from me. I walk there and I come back in like an hour and I already have my stuff. If they don't have the stuff, I just come back the other day. Usually when they have their stuff, I always buy it out just in case, because I always buy out for them. And it's not that expensive, because this is not the original size it comes in. This comes by 6 feet by 3 feet long, 3 feet wide by 6 feet by 6 feet long. So it's a really big foam piece, which is really good. That's why I can build like big stuff like my armor. And the foam sheets are little for little details, which are still really good. If you want to draw something with little detail and you don't want to hot glue it, just slap it on there. Take some super glue around the corners, around the edges. You're fine. And the big foam pieces is to make gloves, gauntlets, to make Batman cowls. This is what I use to make my Batman cowls. Perfect example. You guys gonna see this. This is my Donald Jones's Batman. This is basically this right here into this. It's not that hard. It's flexible, of course. You can do multiple ways of painting it. I'm gonna talk about that after. I'm gonna talk about all this stuff in order. So I'm going to show you the materials that I use to make cosplay. Yeah, this is all the foam sheets. There's some silly foam. There's some foam sheets inside that I use for the adhesive that can stick the parts together. They're super glued already. They're hot glued. And yeah, this is all the foam sheets into one single thing. And I guess you're badass result. You just gotta take your time with it. You just gotta be patient. That's the big key. Okay, now for the stuff that I hold it together. Preferably, I use my trusty glue gun. I recently had another glue gun. It was a low temperature glue gun. It was still good, but it was low temperature. So when the glue got out, it was already cold, and it didn't bond together. So I went to Walmart and I got me a high temp glue gun. If you guys want to glue stuff together and have like a really strong bond, get a high temperature glue gun. It's way better. It's costing me like probably less than $10 to get it at Walmart. And yeah, and get a lot of glue sticks. I always buy more than I need to for glue sticks, as you can see, because I'm always cosplaying, I'm always building projects, I'm always doing tutorials, and I'm always fixing my stuff, as you guys can see, because I'm going to a convention pretty soon, and I gotta fix up my Alphonse armor and make all this stuff as well. But super glue is not the only thing that I use. I also use super glue. I use the Loctite super glue, the liquid one. I had the gel one, the video. It's good, but I didn't like that I didn't have control of how much I wanted. Like you squeeze it and it would just a bunch of it will come out. And I was just like, I wasn't happy with it. Then I saw these ones, the liquid one, that you just press it lightly and a little bit will come out, and I liked it. But yeah, I recommend these. These are way much better. I recommend the Loctite super glue in liquid form. I use the super glue for when I put down little edges and like glitter racing edges that are coming on the foam, and just glue it around. That I use super glue is really good. Just don't get it on your fingers. That's the biggest no-no. I got it on my index and my thumb, and stuck together. I took it out immediately. It was a pain. It was hurting too for those 2 seconds I was trying to separate my fingers. The other glue that I use is that Wellwood contact cement. Of course, this one's empty because I used it a lot and it was really good. I used it on when I was making my muscle suit for my Batfleck costume when I got here from vacation, because I needed to fix it, and I was using that Wellwood. It's good, but you have to wait till it gets tacky and then put them together. I didn't do that. I didn't wait. I just basically put it together and slapped it, and everything will be falling apart. I'm like, what's wrong? And then I found out that you have to wait for the contact cement to dry and get tacky. That's when it can get sticky. Who's texting me? Oh, it's a Facebook notification. Alright, whatever. Yeah, if you guys have that Wellwood contact cement in your Walmart, you can get it. People tell me they prefer barge contact cement. I have never used barge. I see it is really good. A lot of people use it, but they don't sell barge. You gotta get like Amazon to get it. So this, yeah, dab wobble contact cement. Like I said, all this stuff you can get at your local Walmart. Some stuff that all the stuff that I get at my local Walmart, they usually be stocking up, and if you see something that you need for your cosplay, just buy it out. I mean, you may want only one packet, but then you realize you're done with the packet, you have no more, so then you're gonna have to go back. So that's why I always buy it out. That's why I always go broke. Yeah, I sacrifice for cosplay. Okay, the stuff, and for tracing, I used to use Sharpies. You know, I'm always tracing with Sharpies. I always run out of Sharpies and whatnot. That's not that simple. For cutting stuff, I use an X-Acto blade. Now I have multiple X-Acto blades. But I saw this at my college for my art course. Because I have the X-Acto blade, this one, but it kind of has like no grip. It has a grip over here, but it doesn't do that much for me because I'm always cutting. And usually I'm always slipping with my hands, cut my fingers and whatnot. But I got this one that it basically has like a rubber all over the place, and it's super easy and it's really comfortable. Like I feel way safer using this than using this one. So yeah, I feel way safer. If you guys can find like an X-Acto blade, X-Acto knife like this that has a rubber all over the place, get it. I recommend it. It may be a couple bucks more, but it is well worth it. And you can just change it. Super simple. Just take it out, pop this out, and then when you're done, you screw it back in, and that's it. Putting this back in place. There you go. Yeah. Of course, I get a bunch of X-Acto blades. I buy them out. Always buy them out. They're not expensive. Now, if I'm doing like big foam pieces, like my blue foam, the blue candy pad, I use this. This is super simple. And of course, when you're done, you can just break off one of the dull blades, and you have a new one. I always don't do it like one. I always put it larger than I used to because I use this to cut big blue pieces, and I use this to cut foam. Not the foam like this. I cut it the upholstery foam, the foam cushions. That's basically the other material that I'm gonna be showing you guys. So yeah, this X-Acto blades, Sharpie markers, you can get it all at your Walmart. If you have a Walmart nearby or a Kmart nearby, they should have it. And now this is a little foam piece that I found in my room. This is what I make my muscle suits out of. I don't think I'll put up a video of my Justice League suit that I finished working. I just gotta do the little details, like the little raised textures. That's what I call it. Yeah, because that's basically gonna show you the Justice cowl, and I'm gonna show you the full suit now that I show you the cowl, which I was planning to do. This is what I use to make my muscle suits. It's a holster foam. It's basically a foam cushion. I think it's an inch thickness. If I have my ruler, I got my ruler right here, so I'm gonna measure right now. Tell you guys how thick it is. Yeah, it's about an inch or so. Yeah, you can use these for muscle suits. Usually people who make their own homemade muscle suits use these, and I recommend them. The only thing that bothers me a lot is that this comes in different sizes. It comes in ½ inch, which is way smaller, and they come in 1 inch. When I went to visit my girlfriend, we went to her Walmart so we can make our Batman suits for a little kid's birthday party, and they had the ½ inch upholstery foam, which was amazing. It was great. It served well. And then they had the other one that was 1 inch, and I like that. My Walmart does not carry that, but there's no problem because you can just take a knife and just draw your patterns and take a knife and just cut it in half, which will be super simple. But yeah, this is what I do basically. This is what I use to make my muscle suits. Of course, I'm not that built in real life. I'm sorry, guys. A lot of people be asking me what's my diet, and I'm like, I'm not really that built. I'm just wearing a costume. I'm not that strong, and plus I don't have the time, and at my age, it's pretty hard to put on muscle. I'm 21. I'm not that old, but not as young as I used to be. Okay, so other little tidbits. Oh, painting. Okay, I use a bunch of painting methods, so I'm gonna go over slowly. And basically, I use a lot of acrylic paint. I use a lot of acrylic paint because before I used to spray paint a lot, and when I first started cosplaying I used to spray paint a lot. Like I mean a lot. There would be like marks and the whole apartment would smell. The whole apartment building would smell because I didn't know what I was doing. And I started getting better and better every time I cosplayed. And then I found out that acrylic is sometimes the way to go. If you're doing smaller pieces like a gauntlet or like a boot or like a part of a boot or like a helmet, sometimes acrylic can go. Like the cowl that I just showed you guys is literally just this glossy black acrylic paint. I get gloss. I don't get metallic. I don't get satin. I don't get matte because it just dulls it. Because I want my theme to have some kind of sheen, some kind of shine to it, but also be dull at the same time. So that's why I use the black acrylic paint. Of course, you can get some apple barrel acrylic paint, which is good. I use a lot of folk art. There's trusted quality folk art enamels. This is really good. It's actually really good. Like you only need a little bit and it will cover a lot and it will give it like a crazy amount of gloss. I seen that. I was just like, this is insane and I love it. So basically, yeah, I use a lot of varieties. So when I used to spray paint before, I'll show you that, guys. Right now, I'm just putting my stuff aside. I'm putting the blades away because I don't want to get stabbed by showing you guys what I use, what are the other materials that I use. So let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna put my phone away. So there's no mess in my room. I used to use a lot of headphone stuff. Oh. There we go. Hopefully it's not a long video. I forgot to show you guys. I could have gotten this when I was up there. Okay, so basically, another method that I use when I'm making my muscle suits, I use contact cement to put the foam piece together. But if sometimes that doesn't work, I use a Loctite spray adhesive. This is the middle one. Do not get the heavy one. I think it's a 300 medium or 250 heavy. It does not work. I got it when I was over there and it was like peeling off, getting off, and I was just like, this is not working. And I prefer the 200 middle. And this is amazing. Just only a little bit and it would like be bonded forever and won't fall apart. Like if you want to rip it apart, it's gonna get messed up. This is basically what I use to make my Batman suit, my Superman costume that I'm working on. That's how I did the raised details on the abs and the muscles and everything. So yeah, this is what I use, just a little bit. You can see like a little overuse, just, clean it up. And yeah, use it again. Okay. So for the painting method, if I'm using spray paint, because if you just spray paint directly onto foam, the foam will eat up the paint and won't absorb it, and it won't look good at all. Like you can see that little red piece right there that bothers me so much. I just spray painted directly that onto foam, and that's a big no-no. What I used to do with foam back then, you guys saw this, I used to use PVA glue and dilute it with water, and that will create a layer. But of course, that will remove the flexibility a little bit, and if you move too much, it will crack. So, I found another way that you can use Mod Podge. Of course, the sell this in Walmart. Everything that I get from my cosplays is at Walmart. You can go to Michael's or you can go to Joann's, but also Joann's is a fabric store. Okay, I'm showing you the fabrics as well. You can go to if you go to Michael's, you're gonna find the same stuff, but it's gonna be way more expensive because it has the name Michael's in it. And Michael's is an art store, so that's why it's gonna be more expensive. But everything that I do, I just go to Walmart and I buy all my stuff, which is way cheaper and way more simple, and you're not gonna get that big of a headache. So basically, I'm gonna be learning how to cover everything with Mod Podge. Basically, I am gonna see how to do it. I'm gonna follow a tutorial with this guy. Makes a lot of costumes, and I'm gonna see how many coats he puts on. I think it's a preference how many coats he puts on, but I usually do around 2 or 3 coats, the whole armor. So we'll see. This is if I want to spray paint. I put this on let it dry. Then I have a primer, and then I put the other color, and then I put the top coat on, which is the last color. But if you guys don't want to mess with doing this, which is way easier to do because you can control it, there's another method, and it's called plastic dip. Now, plastic dip is really good, but it's also really dangerous. Basically, plastic dip is used for automotive. If you're gonna if you want to cover up a car tire or whatever, it's basically you're spraying rubber, and spraying rubber is extremely toxic. Like, you need a breathing mask. Like, it's that bad. I'm not kidding around when I say it's bad. I'm like, it's bad. I don't like using it as much. I used it before, and I'm like, it smells bad, and you start feeling sick afterwards, even with a breathing mask. So I suggest you to get a really good breathing mask. Because right now, you just have the mask you just put over your mouth. I need the one with filters, so it doesn't smell as bad. Anyway, yeah, you guys can use this plastic dip. I don't recommend it fully. I mean, there's some people that use this for the halo builds, and they go outside in open air. That's fine. But if you live in an apartment complex like I do not use this. Even if you're outside in a fire escape, do not use it because it's gonna stink up the whole place. And I got a complaint so far, but people are like, okay, you're making a costume, whatever. And yeah, the brand that I use for spray paint, I didn't know back then that it mattered, but it matters because if you use a different spray paint brand on another different color, the color will the color will not adhere. The spray paint will not adhere to that color. Let's say if I have I use a lot of Rust-Oleum because 2 times the coverage, and that's what I like. It has 2 times the coverage. But let's say if I use Rust-Oleum and then I put Krylon on top of that, it will create like a ripple effect, and the paint will just dry up and fall, which is not good. So when you guys are painting, make sure you guys have the same brand, because if you guys don't have the same brand, it's not gonna work. It's gonna look really ugly, and you guys don't want that for your cosplay. You work really hard for. So yeah, I got a lot of different painting methods. I have the acrylic one that I'm most comfortable with, and so I have to spray paint something which I really don't want to do. And if I have to do it the last minute, I'll use a spray paint. Like my Alphonse cosplay, that was all spray painted. My original paint was covered it in acrylic paint, but it was so big with the armor, I just opted out, just PVA glue it, and then let it sit, then primer it, then paint it. I mean, I primer it, that looks really good. I just gotta paint it. So yeah, this is basically all the stuff that I use for my cosplay. Like I said, all this stuff you can go to local Walmart, you can find it. It's not that hard. I'm just gotta look around. For you guys, I mean, I'm sorry guys for my crazy ass there. I just woke up a couple minutes ago, and I'm out to give I'm out to go visit a friend to give her a birthday present that is super late. And I'm sorry, Nikki, if you watch this. I'm telling you to watch it. I'm saying I'm sorry in this video, but hopefully when I give it to you, it's gonna make it up. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, this little snippet of what goes on in Crazy's world and what materials that I use, and hopefully help that one friend. You know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about you. Anyways, so yeah, all this stuff you can find in your Walmart. You guys can go back and you can hear what I'm talking about, write it down, whatever. Everything that I get is literally from Walmart. I don't go to another different place. Everything that I get is from Walmart. There's usually something here and there that I might buy online, but it's super rare. I haven't bought something online. Oh, except, thank you. Okay, not done yet. I'm not done yet. Forgot. I use multiple brushes. I'm like closing the video. I use multiple brushes for when I'm painting cosplay. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes oh no, this is oil painting, not for cosplay. Sometimes I'll be using the brushes. Here we go. Like I used this one yesterday for painting the Batman cowl. That was good. I using these a lot more control, and then these are the foam brushes. They're both good. I mean, I don't have a favorite. I use one when one doesn't work, and I use the other one when one doesn't work. And if something happens to the one gets messed up, I just clean it out try my best to clean it out. If I can't clean it, I just throw it away and I just buy me another pack, which is like brings like 50 different brushes, and it's like $2. You don't have to get something super expensive. I see guys getting, oh, I'm getting a nylon superficial brush that leaves no brush strokes. I'm like, no. Like, cosplay is supposed to be about budgeting. Like, this is on a budget. Like, if you buy stuff, yeah, it will come up to like $100 at the end of the day if you buy everything together. But you're gonna have a lot of materials on the long run. It's gonna be way better. It's gonna be way better than you going back and forth every day. You're gonna be spending more money and wasting time. So why not just buy it all together? So yeah, I use these brushes to paint my cosplay. There we go. Or using the acrylic paint, or if I'm using puffy paint. Basically, puffy paint is another type of paint that is for making little details. You guys, there's a lot of Spider-Man cosplayers that use these for the raised web textures, and it works really well. And I've been using this for my Batman build because Ben Affleck's Batman has lines in them. And what else before I leave? Fabric stuff. Okay, fabric stuff. If you guys getting fabric, get a fabric scissor. Don't get a regular scissor. It's not gonna help. This thing cuts like knife through butter. It's not even funny. It's really good. I use this for my Batman build. I wish I could take it out right now, but it's basically all my costumes are put in boxes, and I don't want to take them out. But it's gonna be a big mess. Even my Superman one, I put it away in boxes. But I can show you the fabric that I use for my Batfleck. So it's the leftover fabric that I will use, and this is the fabric that I got. I showed her in a video once, but this is the fabric that I got, and it's really on Lycra. It's really stretchy. It's really stretchy. I liked it because it has the dark. It's really dark. It's like a medium gray that I like for my Batman build, and I got this from Spandex World, and I recommend it, guys. If you guys want to build a cosplay from scratch, which is what I'm doing, I'm getting more fabric from these guys. I already told them to like put a large order, and they're waiting for me to like pay for it. Basically, this is the fabric that I use, and it came here really quick. It's not even that easy, and plus you can cut it. You can put foam over it, which I did. Basically, I cut out the foam pieces and I put it over it. And this is from Spandex World. I think it's called, yeah. I think it's called Spandex World. I got on a 2-day priority order because I was making my Batfleck costume before I left for vacation. So, yeah. Before anything, I want to make sure that I'm showing you guys everything I need. Painter's tape. Okay, I use painter's tape as well. If I'm painting something and I want something else to get painted, that's what I use. It's a blue painter's tape you can get at Walmart. It's like at least $1 each. I use Velcros as well. Nylon straps, of course, for like Iron Man pieces. I use sewing buttons, which I use for the cape when you attach the cape together, and belt buckles. The parachute buckle, I think that's called. I use a lot of that, and I think that's, yeah, guys. That's everything. That's all I use for cosplay. You guys are thinking, man, he has a lot of stuff. Where's to put it? Boxes. I stack up boxes, and I have a whole closet that's really helpful when putting all my cosplay in. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is the last time I'm gonna say this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully guys gets you motivated to get your own cosplay materials at your near local Walmart. If you don't have a local Walmart, you can order stuff online and then just ship it to yourself. What can you do? But usually all the stuff you can find online as well. If you got a Michaels nearby, you can go to that, but it's going to be a bit more expensive. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Hopefully this inspires you. This inspires you to make your own cosplay. And yeah, a video will go up pretty soon of my Batfleck Batman and my 3 cosplays ideas for the convention that I'm going in November. Ooh. I haven't eaten yet, so I got the hiccups. Alright, so this is McKaven Pops. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed what you're doing. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. See you guys in the next cosplay video.